Your wife asked for divorce and you got the perfect divorce lawyer that is going to help you fight your case. You guys went to court and sadly you lost. You have blamed your divorce lawyer, saying it was the reason why you lost the case. But have you ever taken a step back and just think, is there anything that you might have done that might have jeopardized the case even from the start? That's what I'll be talking about in this video. I'm going to be exposing the mistakes that men make with their divorce lawyers. Divorce lawyers are not all-knowing. There are some things that you shouldn't leave out. Lying or withholding information. I see this as a very huge reason why you might have lost in your divorce case. Let's look at it. The only person that you shouldn't hide information from is your divorce lawyer. The reason is when he or she knows everything that needs to be known about the case, they are able to protect you in every way. I mean, I know that you're ashamed of some of the things you've done while you were married to your wife. Let's look at the scenario of when you stole some goods at your former place of work. You knew right from the onset that you shouldn't have done this. But somehow, your wife got to discover that this is what you've done. Now, you're not proud of this, but why would you hide this from your divorce lawyer? Knowing that your wife could use this as a weapon as to why you shouldn't be trusted with public funds, neither should you be trusted in taking care of the kids. This is one of the things that can make you lose your case in court. If you're a professional liar and you have decided that your lawyer should be lied to, you shouldn't blame your lawyer for losing the case anyways. Using your lawyer as your emotional therapist. Let's face it, your lawyer is not there to listen to your agony. He's not there to sympathize with you and to understand why your wife is asking for divorce. He's not there to pass you the tissue paper to wipe your tears. Lawyers are not emotional, they're rational. I mean, that's the reason why they win cases. So if you're trying to, gather sympathy from your lawyer as to give him more courage, that's another pointer. We all know that you are currently in a position whereby you're sad, you're depressed that your wife has decided to divorce you. But for you to win the case, you have to be rational and not be emotional. Remember, when you're rational, you are able to think straight. You are able to divulge all information coming from an angle of, I must win this case at all costs. You are also able to see loopholes that your lawyer is not able to see. After all, it's your marriage, right? So you're able to see ways that you can win the case. So it is very important that you keep emotions aside when you're having a one-to-one with your lawyer. Ignoring legal advice because it seems fair. So many men have made this mistake because somehow during the time of the separation, the family of the lady has called you, spoken on your wife's behalf, telling you that, how would you treat her this way? She's the mother of your kids. And somehow they have been able to emotionally blackmail you to believe that the decision you have made as regards protecting your wealth and making sure she doesn't get a dime of it was a wrong decision. At this point, you begin to think that, okay, I know that she's the one that asked for divorce, but I will give her whatever she wants. Meanwhile, while you're doing all this, she's able to move on smoothly, bringing another man into the picture. Let's paint this scenario because I've seen this. A man's wife asked for divorce. For some reason, he left the home he was staying with his wife because the wife said she wasn't comfortable with him being around. But guess what? Later on, the ex-wife brought a new partner home, and the new partner impregnated her while she was under her husband's roof. So when it comes to divorce, you cannot afford to joke with legal advice. Any legal advice that will be an advantage to you but might look the other way around for your ex-wife should not be seen as being unfair. Because the truth is, if the tables were turned, your ex-wife would have gladly taken that decision. Remember the saying, hell has no fury like a woman's scorn. So why would you think twice? Why would you think that the decision your lawyer gave to you as at that time was the wrong decision? This could be the reason why you lost in the court of law. Not managing or reviewing your lawyer's strategy. Do not think that because your lawyer is a professional and is good at what he does, you don't need to review whatever strategy he or she has decided to use in the court of law. I know that you're definitely not a divorce lawyer, but don't forget that this was your marriage. You lived it, not your divorce lawyer. So that means there might be some points that is missing out of your divorce lawyer's strategy that needs to be added. Do not entirely trust the lawyer that whatever strategy he or she has decided to bring up or to use is perfect. You still need to go through it back to back. Have a sit down. If it's going to take 2 hours, 3 hours, right before you guys meet in the court the next day, talk about every strategy and point that will be used. Don't entrust all the process onto your lawyer because you have paid him or her. Be in the process. Communicating carelessly and hoping that your divorce lawyer will come to save the day. This is another dangerous mistake so many men make with their divorce lawyer. You want your divorce lawyer to come in and make sure that you don't lose your properties. But then again, you take every session you guys meet as a playful session. You're not paying attention to details. You're not answering, questions that your divorce lawyer is asking you well. You feel like since you have hired this very expensive divorce lawyer, you will definitely win the case. You take every question, every step with child's play, and you go to the court. The answers he had prepared for you that you will likely be asked, you didn't look at those questions, not to talk of preparing on the answers that he has given to you. You were in the court for hours, days, even months, and you lost the case. And you blame your divorce lawyer as to the reason why you lost the case. Meanwhile, you are the reason because you never listened, you never took each session serious, and you forgot most of the answers that you were supposed to give in the court of law. I think part of the way you can also be matured is to accept that you also had a role to play in the loss. Many men think divorce is easy. Some of them even undermine it. But what you don't know is, before your wife could come up with the decision to divorce you, she had been planning a long time ago. She had been planning by looking for ways she can use to win the case, looking for the lawyer that will help her fight the case, and looking for evidences that she can use against you to make sure she wins. She could have been preparing for this for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, but you wouldn't know, would you? You wouldn't know. She might have been giving you attitude then, closing up, making sure you don't have any form of intimacy with her. But you didn't know as at then that all those times were preparation. Now, you finally got to the court of law, lost, and you blame your lawyer. I would say that you should think twice. In as much as your lawyer has some blame, you too should also take part. Because part of being mature is accepting failure. I hope this video was insightful enough. As usual, please drop your comment below and I'll see you guys in the next one.